Our next speaker is Ms. Sarah Dench, the Executive Director of External Relations at Simon Fraser University.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, and I'm very pleased to be here and speaking to you today and representing SFU and our interests here in working with you. Thank you for the promotion, but I'm actually the Executive Director of SFU International, and my unit is in the portfolio of External Relations. I work with our Vice President External. SFU International is the portfolio responsible for all international strategic affairs and partnerships across the university, and we help to coordinate the implementation of those as well. I want to give you a little bit of background about the university. There we go. Simon Fraser University is a comprehensive university, comprehensive research-intensive university. We were founded in 1965, so we are nearly 50 years old. I think it's important to note that we were originally founded with the principle of access. The University of British Columbia, which is a large university in Vancouver as well, was well established at the time that SFU came along. We were particularly founded in order to provide greater access to excellent higher education for working families, for new immigrant families. Vancouver was booming at the time and a lot of people were immigrating there, and the government very intentionally wanted SFU to reach out to those communities, and we're very proud of that tradition at SFU. Today we have approximately 30,000 students divided, as you see, between undergraduate and graduate programs. We have 4-year undergraduate degrees, master's level, and doctoral programs. We have research strength across all of the traditional areas, and we really pride ourselves in the fact that across our 8 faculties, we are very interdisciplinary in our approach and frequently engaged in community active research. We have 3 campuses. Vancouver is a very large metropolitan area, much as Athens is. And we have campuses in Vancouver, in Burnaby, and in Surrey, which is the fastest growing city in Canada. And again, very much focused on the new immigrants in the country. We currently have about 150 partnerships across 60 countries in the world. And we are very actively looking at ways that we can deepen those partnerships. We have a new international engagement strategy, which myself and my team in SFU International created with the help of the SFU community, and we are very interested in making sure that where we have student mobility, we also have good, strong research collaborations. We're looking at field schools, we're looking at embedding internationalization into our curriculum even further, and that we make partnerships meaningful and not just on paper, and I think we have a good tradition of that. So with that introduction, I would hope to be able to show you a brief video, which the gentlemen behind us are going to very kindly link into the internet.
SFU has always been a university focused on making the world a better place. At SFU, it's not just about getting an education, it's about incredibly rich experiences that prepare you for life. We don't just look for new knowledge, we try to apply our research where it's needed most. SFU has always been actively and purposely involved in communities of all kinds. Now we're finding ways to integrate these strengths even more powerfully. That's how we're accelerating SFU's performance. The engaged university, that's SFU's vision. And increasingly, it's setting SFU apart among the world's top universities.
SFU's global reach is really quite astonishing. After completing an exchange at the Copenhagen Business School in Denmark, I landed an international co-op position in India through SFU's BC India Mobility Initiative. My job was to identify new opportunities for Canadian investors. SFU's international connections opened doors that changed my life. Like SFU, I've become an involved global citizen.
SFU partners with business and communities to help with practical application of our research. Our new authentication and anti-counterfeit technology is a great example of that. Believe it or not, by studying butterfly wings, we invented new light-based nanotechnology for security applications. Our discovery sparked a completely new enterprise. It's the first mass commercial application of nanotechnology in the world.
Hockey and social change are two things that really drive me. And it was an SFU communications course that inspired me to bring those two together and form a charity called Five Hole for Food. We organize hockey events across the country to benefit local food banks. So far, we've raised 43,000 pounds of food in 13 cities. Thanks to what I learned at SFU about social media, we're helping check hunger right across the country.
In grade 12, I had a lot of choices. I'd had scholarship offers from several different schools, but I chose to go to SFU because they gave me the chance to work in a research lab right away. After third year, I had the chance to travel to Haida Gwaii with SFU's Science Alive outreach program, and I traveled around the islands teaching science camps and workshops to elementary school kids. And in doing that, I discovered my true passion. I knew I was meant to be a teacher. Now I'm back at SFU training to become a teacher, and I just can't wait to get back into the classroom and turn more kids onto science.
There's a common misconception that pure research has no practical application in the real world, and that's just not true. We've made discoveries in many pure disciplines that are helping law enforcement around the world to solve crimes today. At SFU, pure research is raising the bar on solving crime.
SFU Surrey is having a great impact on the city centre. It's helping to redefine the heart of our community, much like the campus downtown has done at the Woodward Centre. Our school district has a great partnership with SFU. Last year, we opened up a counselling centre in one of our high schools. That allowed SFU grad students to provide a whole range of services to our young learners. There's no doubt about it, SFU Surrey has triggered a 10% increase in post-secondary registration. That's a huge jump. SFU doesn't just talk about engagement, they take action.
Engaging students means getting them even more involved in research and in communities of all kinds. Engaging research means mobilizing our discoveries even further and enriching communities at the same time. And engaging communities means expanding SFU's worldwide connections, creating dynamic global classrooms and even stronger communities. We're the engaged university. That's how we're taking SFU to new heights, at home and all over the world.
There are a few more slides in the package, and thank you for your patience, timekeepers. And I won't belabor what's the information that's in there, except to say that we really look forward to doing business with you. You'll be hearing later today from my colleagues about a very specific and interesting case study in the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences with the Stavros Niarchos Foundation and Hellenic Studies and the faculty there. And we really look forward to talking throughout the day with you about ways that we can engage in new partnerships and deepen the ones that we have. Thank you very much.